Chapter 16, A New Dawn. This is... What? Harmonia, where? Isn't this where I met you, Harmonia? It's like that beach. So that means... Could it be? No, it is. We're in the past. We're back in our world. Yes, we made it, Harmonia. Hey, Grovile. Look around. We made it home. Back to our world. So, we did it. We made it through. Back to this world. Yep. This is where I met Harmonia. Let me see. It would be around here. Harmonia was out cold right here. So that's what happened. The trip through time sent me into the Eastern Forest. And Harmonia and I both reached your world far away from each other. You know, I was just mentioning a little bit earlier about how this game does like reminding you about the little details that it puts along the way. So, you know, you can piece them together yourself, but the game is probably just gonna like straight up tell you later anyway. I'm just now realizing something that I never realized in this playthrough before. So, if Grovile ended up in the Eastern Forest, that was one of the places Dusknoir said to inspect for a time gear. It's one of the places that I believe doesn't have a time gear. I think it's a different forest that has the time gear. But he said that like, the places that you should investigate are the Northern Desert, Crystal Cave, and Eastern Forest. And Eastern Forest is where Grovile ended up. So, that's, I don't think that that's something that's ever brought to attention in the game. So, I'm just now realizing this, and I don't know if I ever realized it in any playthroughs before. Interesting. Harmonia and I both reached your world from far away from each other. Oh, that's right. I'm really confused by a lot of things, like this whole concept of time travel. Will you please explain it to us? But this isn't really the place to talk, so let's go to Wigglytuff's guild and talk there. Before we went to the future, we trained and roomed there. It will be the perfect place. Okay, let's go to Wigglytuff's guild. Hold on. Will I be well received if I go to the guild? After all, I'm a wanted outlaw in this world. If I went to your guild, won't everyone be shocked? Don't you think they'd try to capture me? Come to think of it, you're right. What should we do? Oh, I know. There's a good place, but we'll need to go through Treasure Town. Shouldn't be a problem if we lie low and sneak through. Lead the way. Okay, it's this way. There's a message from the Exploration Team Federation. Yeah, this is totally the time for that. And yeah, it does suck that you can never properly go to the Eastern Forest and whatnot. Galaxy says, before I can explain time travel, I have to explain quantum physics. Grovile, I'm 12! Oh, great. Here comes Team Charm has been unlocked. Everyone's favorite thing. It's the second best special episode. The best one is today's, oh my gosh. But yeah. You figured it out, Mortis. You've come up with an explanation for the future. Seems to play a special episode. If you like to play a special episode here. Yeah, freaking heck yeah, save. We saved right before we came to this segment and started this chapter. Yeah, save again. This cliff is known as Sharpedo Bluff. Sharpedo Bluff? Yep. I think it's called that because the cliff is shaped like a Pokemon named Sharpedo. As far as I can tell, nothing seems out of the ordinary. It's down here. I lived here before I joined the guild. Go on, after you. Unlike PMD1, you actually get to see where the partner lived. I see. This is a hollow chamber in the face of the cliff. Phew, no one's been here to mess it up. It goes to show how little interest there is in this place. It may be better if we stay here for a while. Agreed. But Harmonia, I never expected you to be that very same Harmonia. Grovile, can you tell us more about that? Yes, Harmonia and I. We were jointly investigating the plant's paralysis. A Pokemon and a human paired together? Yeah. And Harmonia had, or has, a special ability like no other. We relied on that special ability to investigate the plant's paralysis. It played a vital part. But by special ability, you mean the Dimensional Scream, don't you? Exactly. But the Dimensional Scream has a drawback. The Dimensional Scream requires the presence of a trusted Pokemon partner. Without that partner, the ability cannot be triggered. A trusted partner. That's why we work together. The Dimensional Scream is set off by triggers tied to places where the time gears are hidden. We needed to find out where the time gears were in the past. We needed the Dimensional Scream to accomplish that. Wait a second. You said the Dimensional Scream needs a trusted partner nearby, but the Dimensional Scream was being triggered not long after we met. Your point? Doesn't that show how much you two trusted each other from the start? When you put it like that, I mean, it's a bit embarrassing. In addition, Harmonia developed amnesia. Upon meeting you, Klexos, your partner had someone to turn to. Perhaps Harmonia grew to trust you very quickly because of that. Oh, there's another thing I don't understand. Does the Dimensional Scream go off in response only to time gears? Right. The opposite is also true. The Dimensional Scream is not triggered in places that aren't connected to time gears. Really? That's not how I remember it. Say, Harmonia, do you remember that time it went off near Drowsy? And during our first exploration? And there were other times too. We went to places that seemed to have nothing to do with time gears. But even in places like that, the Dimensional Scream went off sometimes, didn't it? Are you sure? But that never happened in the future. The Dimensional Scream was never triggered by places that had no tie to time gears whatsoever. Well, if that's true, I don't know why we work differently here. Perhaps things are just different in this world. Perhaps the nature of the Dimensional Scream is altered in the past. So, in the future, the Dimensional Scream doesn't work in places that have no connection to time gears. Oh, that explains it. Maybe that's why, that time, when we were in the future. Your Dimensional Scream. Use your Dimensional Scream, Harmonia. Touch this frozen water. Who knows, you may see something. Oh, I understand. That's true. It's worth a try. Touching that frozen water. It might give us clues about what's happening to us. We shouldn't waste any time. Sableye will catch up to us. Let's do this quickly. How's it going, Harmonia? Can you see anything? No, I'm not sensing anything. Maybe I couldn't envision anything that time we were in the future, because we were in a place that wasn't tied to any time gears. Maybe that's why my dimensional scream failed to work. Maybe Grovile is right about the future and the past being different. Or different enough to make my dimensional scream ability work differently. Anyway, like I was saying, we were investigating the planet's paralysis. We used the dimensional scream ability to identify the locations of the time gears in your world while we were in the future. That's it! Here! A time gear is here! I see. Place the drought stone in Groudon's heart. That lifts the fog. Very well done. Good job, partner. After identifying the locations where the time gears would be in the past, we took the passage of time. That brought us from our world and your future to this world. However... Whoa! Are you okay? No, don't let go. Just a little longer. Come on, hang on! No, I can't. Hold on. We encountered turbulence while we were traveling through time. Thus, Harmonia and I became separated. For some reason, Harmonia got amnesia and was turned into a Pokemon. I can only guess that it had something to do with our accident while traveling in time. I came from the future. And not just that, I came with the mission of preventing the planet's paralysis. I don't know, it seems so outlandish. It doesn't feel real somehow. So, Harmonia, you may not remember any of this, but you were my closest friend. I worried about you when we were separated. I'm glad to see you're safe. Your appearance may have changed, and though you have lost your memory, you're still you. And none of this alters the fact that you remain my friend. Oh, Harmonia. I'm glad to see you again. Now, we have to decide on our course of action. Like I've told you before, I'm going to collect the time gears again. What are you going to do? I'm a little worried about how time stops in the region where its time gear is removed. But you're sure that it'll only be temporary? That's right. As soon as the time gears are set in place at Temporal Tower, time will be restored to its normal state everywhere. Well then, we'll go too. We'll go with you, Grovyle. Stealing a time gear will cause trouble for Pokemon that live in that area, but we have to prevent the plant's paralysis. Okay then, we'll go together. But the hour is late. We're also exhausted from all the running we've done. We should rest up tonight. We'll leave in the morning. Yes, thank you for like constantly asking if I want to save my adventure after every little bit with the cutscene and whatnot. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, I think things could be handled differently, but yeah. Plexos isn't here. Maybe outside? What's the matter? Can't sleep? Yep, just thinking. Thinking about Dusknoir? No, that's not it. Sure, finding out we were being fooled really hurt. But hearing your story earlier, Grovyle, it made me realize that what Dusknoir said in the future was really true. It made me understand that Harmonia really did come from the future. I was going over things like that in my head. Oh, look, Grovyle. Sunlight. It's sunrise. It's pretty, isn't it? Yes. Maybe it's because we were in the future for so long, but I didn't think that a sunrise could ever feel so renewing. Sunrises, then it sets. We take that for granted, and that's only natural. But things we take for granted, they're really the most essential things, and they're precious. All I'd ever known is the future's world of darkness. Upon coming to this world, and seeing the sun for the first time, it was staggering. Seeing it strengthened my resolve to turn history away from a future of darkness. There is one thing that I want to ask of you, Klexos. It's about that time in the future, when we were confronted by Dialga. Frankly, we were in a no-win situation. There was no hope. We shall be rid of you for all time. This is the end for you. Wait. Hey, Harmonia, Grovyle, you can't give up. You say not to give up. What can we possibly do in this bleak situation? We have to think. But when all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even I had given up. What compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong? Well, I wonder too. I really don't know. But maybe it was because Harmonia stood by me. Harmonia? Have a look at this. This. What could it be? There's an odd pattern inscribed on it. I've never seen anything like it. This pattern is new to me. This is my relic fragment. It's my personal treasure. It's my dream to one day solve the mystery behind this fragment. But I was scared so easily. I didn't even have the courage to apply as an apprentice at the guild. That was when I met Harmonia. Harmonia. Well, okay. I'm going to believe you, Harmonia. Yes, I totally believe in you, Harmonia. Yes, Harmonia was always there to cheer me up, and I'm scared, but it's time to be brave. And I need to stand up to this. I can't just run away now, Harmonia. gave me courage. With Harmonia, I felt like I could overcome any challenge. That's how I came to feel over time. Maybe that's why I was able to keep going without giving up. Alright. I think I understand what you're saying. Yes. Harmonia has a special quality that makes others feel that way. The same way that I care for Harmonia as a friend. You, Klexos, also feel that way about Harmonia. Harmonia's lucky to be blessed with a friend like you. Well, it's morning. We should be leaving soon. Yep. Alright, it's agreed that we will collect all the time gears. First, we have to decide which time gear we should target. Let's check the Wonder Map. From here, the underground lake seems to be the closest. How about Tree Shroud Forest? That was where I got my first time gear the last time. Where's that? Here. It's a little far from here, but there's no one like Yuxi guarding that time gear. Oh, great! If we have to fight someone over a time gear, that would attract attention. But that won't be a problem here, right? Exactly. That's settled. That's where we'll go. We're off to Tree Shroud Forest. Well, here we are. This is it. This is the entrance to Tree Shroud Forest. Oh? Is something wrong, Grovile? The atmosphere somehow feels different than last time. No, I must be imagining it. We'll go in when you're ready. Alright, I still can't manage the storage. I think after the next bit is when we'll probably have access to like recycling and stuff again, so I'm just gonna like, yeah, oh my goodness. Anyway, hello Reggie Bump, hope you're doing well today. So we'll head on in. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready with a full inventory of items, I guess. Let's get moving. I don't think I've had this inventory problem in previous playthroughs of this before, these phases, so I'll do a whole lot of recycling here in the near future, I guess, is what I'll do. Yeah, let's restore, like, my one hunger is what we'll do. But yeah, let's see here. I know I missed a lot of stuff in chat during, like, cutscenes, more than I can probably catch up on, realistically, at this point. But, another light screen. I'm leaving it this time. Screw it. The quick orb, that could be handy, but, like, I don't know. We got a good name for our Surskit. There's the one that we did earlier of Skirt Skirt. Is the thing. Whoops, don't eat the Sunseed. Yeah, we already did Skirt Skirt for this playthrough here. My true combo, switch into Grovile. You wanna not, maybe? You wanna maybe not? You are so dang rude. Also, the past couple days of doing like insanely long sessions of this game, I'm starting to feel it catching up to my throat a little bit. There have been like times where I'd be trying to like read out characters' lines. I'd have to like pause for a moment because I need to like get my bearings there with my throat. Because I've been streaming for, you know, about nearly 6.5 hours at this point is the thing. And we streamed for like almost 7 hours last time. And it seems like this one might be longer. So, you know. Wow, you really have a bone to pick with a lot of dudes, don't you? But yeah, claim one for your own collection of Skirt Skirt Reggie Bump. Skirt Skirt! For a Surskit. Okay, no, Tree Shroud Forest. Away we go. What is this? Oh, I don't think Grovile has any special attacks. What was this again? Petroscarf. I could always give Grovile, like, a different band later. That's what we could do. Screw it. Screw it, whatever, I don't know. Well, there we go. Yeah, repost your theory thing. Think it subtly tells that the dimensional scream taps into time itself, hence why it can show the past or the future. But in the future where time is screwed up, it only works near a time gear and item related to time itself. Huh. That is an interesting line of reasoning there. Could well be the case. I need a lot of stun seeds, but I also have a lot of stun seeds currently. My inventory should be enough to see us through the rest of the game. Most likely. Should well be enough. Let's see here. just gonna, like, do that. So I suppose I'll do... Oh, I didn't even notice the freaking Cherrim there. Didn't even notice you. Now you taught me with a Slumber Orb game? After this long? Really? Whatever. We should be pretty good. I can eat anything that I see along the way anyway. Shouldn't be too big a deal. Should be a-okay. Oh, thanks for the sleepless status. Why didn't work on the future for just anything like Grovile said that they used for locating time gears in the past. Yeah, it would add up there. It would add up there. Well, I'll just munch, I suppose. You handle it, Grovile. You go handle it with you being all OP and stuff. Yeah. Oh, Grovile's not coming? Oh, okay, now you are. Question for Wooper? Well, we had a kind of funny story for Wooper. Limitation makes sense in the future after the time crash, but that limitation wouldn't make sense in the past, where you thought the game was implying that said limitation exists in the past too. Well, Grovile thought that said limitation would exist in the past, but it doesn't. That's the thing, where it can be set off to things that aren't related to time gears, because time is flowing properly here, for now at least. I don't know if we see, like, any more dimensional screams for the rest of the story. So that could well also be because, like, time's going out of whack, that we don't see any more dimensional screams for the rest of this story. Maybe. You have... How does a Kadabra have flash fire? Stop! Immediately uses flamethrower again. Unbelievable. Here's the stairs, I suppose. But yeah. Let's, go this way, I suppose. Oh, it's freaking traced flash fire. That makes more sense now. Makes way more sense now. Now it adds up. Also, whoops, oh, gosh darn it. Oh, gosh darn it. I was about to say, I do have other moves selected, right? Because this seems like a whole lot of flamethrowers. But I mean, yeah, trace. There's another dive. I'm more concerned about the freaking gummy, honestly. Well, let's hope I don't get a status condition. I'm getting this. It almost did that. It almost did that, this freaking game here, for a hot second there. Really glad that it didn't. We'll proceed. We'll proceed now. Well, imagine Flashfire boosted confusion on your Riolu. I'm freaking... Don't tempt fate. Don't even tempt fate there, because that'll happen. Protect. Oh yeah, Blast Seed. Exactly what I needed to see. Screw it. Let's hope I don't need any of these. I suppose. Remember that was a post-game rare item? What was? Freaking TMs? Well, Falcon Punch! I kind of want boxes and things, but like... Okay, well... Oh my good gracious, huh? There's gummies and stuff here, but like, Oh, dive, gotcha. Gotcha. Ninetale's such a cool Pokemon. No, you missed! Uh-oh. Come on, Grovile. Come on, this time. I'm the urge to play Rescue Team DX now, or maybe load your old file of Sky. Totally should. Totally should do that. One more dimensional scream moment in the main story, once in post-game, and then never brought up again. Oh, I don't quite recall. Oh, yeah. Isn't Dig gonna do, like, nothing, though? Or it's gonna do, like, next to nothing? Yeah, well. At least there is no, like, it doesn't affect you at all in these games. It's just a... How many uses does it have anyway? Like, I guess I can't check it here. Hold on. 6, huh? Shall we Hadouken? Shall we? Yeah, well, we won't ask Plexos that, I suppose. Just gonna do this. Yeah, let's just, go here, I suppose. So, we've gotten both Focus Blast and we've gotten both Focus Punch and Focus Blast just from random TMs we've gotten along the way in this journey. So, about that. So, about that, getting both those TMs just randomly in this journey. That's some kind of RNG, isn't it? Like, my good gracious, this Focus Blast is stronger than Aura Sphere. Shinku Hadouken? I've never played Street Fighter, so, yeah, it could be nice to have a good projectile here. Could be nice. I assume it's one of those ones that just, like, travels, like, 10 tiles forward, straight line. I imagine. Get the Sun Seed. Heal Seed. Heal Seed. I mean, I don't think I need to worry too much about hunger. But just in case, because I don't have any apples currently. May as well. Hi, I've got nothing that I need here right now. My inventory's full anyway. Heat Wave is broken in this game, and it sucks that Vulpix can't get it without it being an egg move. So there's no way to get it on, like, your starter Vulpix, but you can get it on, like, other Vulpixes, which is really dumb. Heat Wave, Discharge, Blizzard, all those kinds of things. All those kinds of thingamabobs. When I was, figuring out, like, what partner I wanted for this playthrough, I found out Vulpix can learn Heat Wave, but it's literally impossible for your partner to, know Heat Wave. I honestly was debating about, like, if we get to, like, post-game into, like, the super far post-game, I was thinking, like, what if I just, like, cheated for getting Heat Wave onto Vulpix? But then I started looking into Vulpix more, and I found out that freaking Vulpix and Ninetales are, like, already so dang OP even without it, with things like Imprison, that, you know, doing that might be a little bit overkill. Like, once we're done with, like, the full post-game story, I'll still think about it, just because I think it's a really, really stupid game design that it's like, oh, this Pokemon can have it, but it's impossible for your partner to ever have it, you know? So, I do think that's a little bit dumb, and so there's a small chance that I might do it after we're done with, like, the full post-game story, and we're just doing, like, you know, all the rest of the post-game dungeons that have, like, no story content whatsoever. I might, potentially. But yeah, the luck there. Yeah, there'll be, like, real fun once we eventually get evolution. Once the whole post-game story is done and we're able to evolve, then we'll be able to get some spicy moves, and I might potentially cheat on Heat Wave. I'll think about it. It might not be necessary. As I found it with things like Imprison, it seems like you might be, like, OP enough as is, but, you know, I might still potentially do it, because I do think it is really bad game design, that it's like, you can get a really strong move, but only on any characters that aren't you, because it needs to be like an egg move, you know? But yeah, let's see here. Mega's 2 Secret Bazaars back to back when you only got like 5 through the whole game. When it comes to the luck, quick, can I give you my Fire Emblem My Heroes account? Can you pull me another 9 with that luck? I don't know. I could certainly try. No, well, it wouldn't be something that you get, like, immediately, but if it could be, like, a TM or something like that you could get, like, way later, or something that maybe you could only get, like, after you've evolved to Ninetales, which means that you, would have had to do, like, the entire post-game story first, and then from there, it's only, like, you know, the dungeons that are left that have no story content or anything associated with them, you know, is the thing. So if an Explorer's DX happens, hopefully that, that changes around. I hope. We shall see. We shall see. Well, yeah, the Move Tutor in DX was really, really good. If there's an Explorer's DX, I really want to see that back. So yeah, oh well. Gosh, diggity darn it. Uh-oh. Imprison is pretty crazy, and there's only a few Pokemon that can learn it, apparently. Okay, but yeah, so, this playthrough isn't exactly gonna have, uh-oh. Oh my good gracious, 1 HP? 1 HP, huh? So yeah, this playthrough probably isn't going to have a whole lot of cheating. Like, I probably won't even be using things like save states like we did in the 2018 playthrough. But if we do wind up doing things that are quote-unquote cheating, the only instances of it would be custom Wonder Mail codes. and freaking potentially giving Klexos Heat Wave if I get like really tempted. If I get really tempted down the line, which might happen. We shall see. I still haven't tried out Focus Blast yet. Dude, RNG telling you it's a gacha game, you might get a top tier waifu or husbando. That's what I need right now. But yeah. Look, it's insane right now. What, for living with 1 HP? I've been secretly cheating this whole time, but nobody ever knew it. Whoa. Considering the remake train going down the faithful track, will be lucky if Vulpix is still a start. No, don't freaking jinx it. Don't say that it'd be a freaking Time and Darkness remake and not an Explorers Sky remake. I straight up don't think I'd be able to bring myself to even buy it if that happened. Like, I'd be too hurt, you know? Like, I have a couple dives there. Nah, we'll leave this box this time, I guess. Like, I feel like Spike Chunsoft would do better than, you know, the other freaking instances of Pokemon stuff. I think we can trust them. Okay, go ahead and do this. Yeah, it would be really dumb not to include Sky stuff. What is this, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? I swear, like, there's been so much potential jinxing it here, but, if the day came that there was an Explorers DX and it was handled like Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I know I've said it so many times during this playthrough already, but I would just be so insanely mad, and I don't even think I'd be able to bring myself to buy it. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to or not. I'd just be like so mad. Yeah, Pokemon in the hands of others that aren't Game Freak are great games, can't deny that. Well, you could say that freaking Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is Pokemon games that aren't in the hands of Game Freak. And those are literally the worst Pokemon games I've ever played in my life, easily. So, you know, there's that. But apart from Ilka, the outsourcing company that literally had never made a video game before Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. The game doesn't exist, yeah. But yeah, let's just see here. Just played yourself there. Apart from the one time that a Pokemon game went to an outsourcing company that's literally never made a video game before, it's good in the hands of others. Apart from that one time, from that group, so you know, there's that. But yeah, other Pokemon games I enjoyed. I enjoyed New Pokemon Snap. I enjoyed oh gosh darn it, enjoyed New Pokemon Snap. I enjoyed Pokémon Tournament. I really hope this is the end. I don't have any more apples. Oh heck yeah, sweet. What is this? Time is at a standstill here. But didn't they? Just before we were dragged off to the future with you, Grovyle. Yuxi, Mesprit, Azelf. I entrust you with the rest. Yep, we know. We got the time gears back. We will make sure they're returned to their rightful places. The task is yours. Didn't Yuxi and his friends make a promise that they would return the time gears to their rightful places? But time remains stopped here. That means the time gears may not have been put in their rightful places yet. We'll see about that. Forest time gear was over here. But what's this? It's a time gear. There's no mistaking it. But time here seems to be stopped. There isn't even a breeze. See? Those leaves are fixed in place. Time has really stopped here. But the time gear is back where it should be. Why is this happening? Hey, what are you doing? Time has already stopped here. Won't make any difference if I take the time gear now. There's also something that's more worrying. More worrying? Forget it. Let's leave. Also, Klexos, there's something I'd like you to do. What is it? Before you go back to Sharpedo Bluff, I'd like you to gather some information in Treasure Town. In Treasure Town? Yes. Here's what I want you to find out. Learn everything that you can about what's happening in this world right now. Sure thing. I'll go find out. Everyone thinks that you've gone to the future. Therefore, I know. If they found out I'm back, there'd be an uproar. I'll keep low and get some news. I'm counting on you. I'm back, and I've got some news like you wanted. What's the word? The word is not very good. After we went to the future, Yuxi and his friends put back the time gears in their original places. Everyone was happy because they thought time would return to normal. But time stayed stopped in those places. Even worse, it's spreading. Time is stopping in and more places. Is that true? Yep. And everyone's upset because no one can tell what's going on. Grovile, do you know what this means? Time stopping in a spreading area can only mean one thing. Temporal tower is starting to collapse. Temporal tower is collapsing? Correct. Temporal tower gives structure to time, so if it is starting to collapse, time itself will collapse in ever-widening areas. This is bad. Problem is accelerating. Planet's paralysis is coming on fast. What? But we have to hurry then. That's right. If we don't hurry, the planet will become fully paralyzed. There's only one way to stop the destruction of time now. We need to gather the time gears. Then the time gears must be put in place in Temporal Tower where Dialga lives. But there is a problem. Temporal Tower is located in a place called the Hidden Land. As the name suggests, no one knows where the Hidden Land is. But there isn't any time. That's right. That's why I think we need to split up for now. I'll go collect the time gears. In the meantime, I want you two to search for the Hidden Land. Okay. Is that okay, Harmonia? Okay then, you're in charge. The Hidden Land is supposedly somewhere in this world. Unfortunately, there are no clues as to where exactly it is. Considering that no one has discovered it yet, I should probably assume that it is quite far away. Must even consider crossing the sea, and discover the means to do so. Cross the sea. I'm sorry, I don't have knowledge about how to do that. I'm counting on you. Well, I'll be off to gather the time gears. Good luck. Now, we should go searching too. Let's find the Hidden Land. So, where should we begin looking? As a start, why don't we think about how we can cross the sea?